Welcome to this week's episode of Analyzing Chazal. This week we'll be analyzing the commentary of the Ibn Ezra on this week's parsha, Parshas Baha'alotcha. Let's go to the pasuk. Perek Vav, pasuk Vav. The pasuk says, "Kach es halavim mitoch bnei Yisrael v'tiharta osam." Take the Leviim from within bnei Yisrael and purify them. The Ibn Ezra. Ki me'uravim hayu, v'chein kol hashvatim kodim sheyisu el haderech mehar Sinai. Since they were mixed together with the rest of Bnei Yisrael, so too all the tribes were mixed together before they started to travel from Mount Sinai. The explanation of the Ibn Ezra. The Ibn Ezra was explaining what it means when God told Moshe to take the Leviim, which meant to separate them out from the rest of Bnei Yisrael. The type of question we'll be using is that the commentary is telling us something that would seem to be extraneous. The hint. If you wanted someone to fix something that was mixed in with other things, how would you say your request? Okay, with the type of question we'll be using and the hint, can you come up with the question yourself? Okay, here's the question. It seems from Ibn Ezra that there was a need for Moshe to first separate the Leviim from the mixture that was all of Bnei Israel, and only then to purify them. If God had only told Moshe to purify the Leviim, would it not be obvious to Moshe that in order to purify them, he needed to separate them? Was it truly necessary for God to tell Moshe to do both, separate them, and then purify them? The answer, as we always say, comes from within the question. Was it really necessary for God to tell Moshe to separate the Leviim from within Bnei Israel before purifying them, as you could not do one without the other? The answer, of course, is yes, and the reason might be that a person, when they want to reach high levels, both in spirituality or in the material world, must go in steps. What God was telling Moshe was that first he had to separate the Leviim from the rest of Bnei Israel, so that they know they are special, and only then can he purify them. The practical application. In our lives, both in our spiritual and material endeavors, there's a natural tendency to want to get to the top quickly, meaning skipping steps. When we skip steps, even though it might feel that we have accomplished more, in the long run we will end up falling back. Even though we have a natural tendency to want to get to the top quickly, we need to concentrate and focus ourselves not to skip steps, and if we do that, we can end up accomplishing great things. Have a wonderful Shabbos, and we'll see you next week for Parshas Shlach.